Well, there's still plenty of money out there, with the government grants and nonprofit organizations that have a lot of free money that they're giving out to help people through this inflation times. It's killing people because our wages aren't going up, but inflation is going up, and you can't afford to live anymore because of wage, collapse. And that's happened about 40, 50 years now. So what I put together a couple of programs here to show you that there's still money out there, but it's not where you think it is. And I have the websites in the videos. I got three of them here. One is how to get $5,000 to pay your daily living expenses. Another one there, I got that's $200,000 to buy out your boss. That's right. The government wants to give you money to keep the business going if your boss wants to retire and you know how to run the business. Or how about this? $50,000 for home repair. Right. It's hard to keep up with those home repairs, right? And new houses cost too much. So you need that grant money to fix up the house so you can live there for the rest of your life. So watch these. The links are right there. And when you see a link, call them. That's the best way to get information and help about the right application for you to fill out. Just don't try to fill out an application. No, call the people first. I got all the links there so you could start calling tonight. Well, there's so many programs out there. Every city has over maybe 3,000, 4,000, even maybe 5,000 government programs and nonprofit organizations that give you money and help to pay your living expenses. Inflation is getting you out of the game, boy. You don't have enough money. Nobody has enough money, to pay for living expenses. So if you need help, you go to findhelp.org. Put in your zip code and put in like rent. Okay. You need money for rent. You put in rent. And at least in my zip code, I find 70 programs that will help you pay your rent. And they're never going to charge you a nickel because that's findhelp.org. See, it's .orgs and .govs that give out money. .coms want to get your money. So stay away from .com, stay away from Google, and go to findhelp.org and get money for rent, for mortgage, for utilities, anything. You get $5, $10, $15, $20,000 to pay that stuff, and you never have to pay it back. Well, nobody knows all the government programs that are available. I've been studying 50 years, and I still don't know. Like there's a program. This is in Colorado. They'll give you up to $200,000 to buy out your boss. So you say you work for a small little company, and the owner wants to retire, and he wants to give it to you guys, but you don't have any money. Well, the government will give you $200,000 to help buy that out and become your own boss or become the boss. Now you'll probably hate yourself for being the boss and the employee. Anyway, that's a nice problem. You want to find programs like this, there's hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands of programs. Depends on where you live. To find out what's available where you live, a good place to start is SBA.gov/local-assistance, okay? And make an appointment. They have free counselors there. These are nonprofit organizations that help you start any kind of business you want, work on your invention, or even start a nonprofit. So start it. It's free. They'll never charge you money. Well, so many people need grant money to fix up their home. They can't afford to buy a new house. They got to fix up the old house, particularly seniors, or you've been in a home for a long time. You need to fix it up. And there's grant money. Every city, county, and state has grant money to fix up a home. You got to find out what's in your city. Okay. The way you do that is go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then put in home repair. Now, what you're going to find is maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, even 150 programs that give out grants for home repair in your zip code. That's right. Now, the work comes down to you. You got to call these people. You call one, you call another, you keep calling people until you meet the criteria. Everybody's has different criteria. Some will say, oh, you make too much. Some will say you make too little. Some will say, hey, you're funny looking. No, not that. You just keep going on. But before you go forward, you ask that person, hey, where else do you think I should go? They're going to know better than anyone else because they're in the business, helping people like you every day. So they run into that stuff. Use them as the best source of information for getting your home fixed for free.